This is crossover casino, guys. So, guys, right about now, looking at your screen, you can see that we have noticed that okay, there was a change in the game, and we actually wanted to strike it uh, winning color. Okay, so you can see we didn't successfully play the blue. We actually pressed the blue, but it didn't show up. So we're expecting a green to give us answer, guys. So you can see, you understand? Yeah. So after looking at the frequency here, I checked at the frequency. Now let me just quickly show you what I actually saw towards the frequency. 11, 11, 0. 11 was at 0 for red. Was 0 was 11. Then when you come to blue, 0 was 11. Okay, so they were at 11, 11 when they played. Looking at 16, 8, 16. Okay, look at blue just happened to play now instead of playing when I actually wanted it to play. So I have to repeat this one in order to catch the groove properly. Okay, so that was it. So I had no choice but to just play it that way. Everything's already messed up. You can see I will explain better, but I just hope I win this game. I hope I win this game. So we actually won on blue. So you can see one on blue, and I got the both of them. Boom! It is a what? It is a banger. Now let me tell you. Let me just quickly explain to you guys what happened here. What happened here was on this frequency um when uh what do you call it? Zero on green was 8. uh 0 on red was 11, and 0 on blue was 11. Now when they played out here at 8:16, when they played here at 8:16, we had 4-0 and 2 blue. So when I checked their frequency, when I refreshed it, I noticed that they were still there. 11 red 0 at 11 and blue 0 at 11. They were still there, and I decided to manipulate the system. So in the course, red played more in that very particular column. I told you 8:16, draw ID 8:16. Red played more. If you check on it, you see that red played more here. So I decided to take a turn. I use the advantage that okay, since it happens like that, there will definitely be a turn. They can't repeat that same number. That same number cannot repeat again. Then I took a turn on green to give me green and blue and draw to play. But fortunately enough, I pressed on green to come, blue to come, and draw to come. But I think the network held back the blue and then brought in green and draw. Now on green and draw, the game came. You understand? And this was it, 8:17. I won on green. Okay, I won on green. Then after I immediately won on green, when the network was released, blue now placed bets on its own. The blue that was actually hanging decided to place the bet, and I had no choice because I was confused. So I said, okay, if I decide to play only on blue, I may end up losing. So since blue have appeared on its own, because I actually placed a bet on it, but it didn't come. It came after the game must have arrived, and that was why when it now appeared, and that's okay. So let me play blue and draw. Sorry, green and draw to commemorate the completeness of the whole color. But in the course of doing that, I made a mistake and I went and rebet on blue again. And also, okay, let me add green to it. That anyone that come, no problem. Then blue happened to show up. And when blue showed up, do you forgot that we have two blue now? Two blue placed on the bet. Then we now have one green. So which means since blue won, I'll be making more money because two colors actually blue was placed two times and blue won. So more money will be coming. Now let's refresh because I actually started this bet with just 2,000 naira. I think after withdrawing my 6,000 naira from this very particular account in the last video, I think I was left with 2,000 naira. Now let's see, because of this whole mistake that happened and we actually won the bet. Let's see what is going to be the outcome of the game. Let's see how much we're actually going to recover. Okay, so you can see because of this whole thing, it was just two games that just cost all this whole thing. You can see we arrived at 3,000 naira, which is just 1,000 naira profit. Playing winning color. I told the winning color strategy is boom. It's a what? It's a banger. I'm telling you, once you know it, you'll be making money on a daily basis without stress. You understand? You'll be making money on a daily basis. You understand? So that is just what it is. You understand? So I hope you guys get this gist. You understand? Immediately I saw the signal on blue and red, 0 at 11 on red, 0 at 11 on blue. Now when they played out, I was expecting. Now when they played out, what happened was that red came out 4 and blue came out 2. Now when I refreshed the statistics, I was expecting a change of frequency, but the frequency still remains where it is, and that is a red flag. That is a signal for you to enter a trade and cash out. You understand? So once it happens that way, I knew that since red actually play for red, you understand, it will be very difficult for red to play again. So I manipulated the system and it played on green and blue. But in the course of playing green and blue with draw, I played green, green was captured. I played blue, the system or network held it back. Then I placed a bet on draw, and draw actually came. Now, after the game has successfully won, you understand, then the next trade, that was when the network that held blue back released it, and blue happened to rebet, and blue happened to bet. The betting for blue came back. You understand? So what happened was that when blue actually appeared, because I didn't want my money to lose, I never can tell, because normally I'm supposed to trade on 3 colors. If I decide to allow it like that, what if green came out and red came out, okay? Which means I've lost. So in the course of trying to complete it, since the network has released blue, I said, okay, let me place a trade on green and draw, so that whichever one comes, I will be at a safe side. But in the course of doing that, I made a mistake and rebetted on blue. And then I placed a bet on green. I said, okay, let me just accept my fate, because I cannot have draw again. I've already had 2 blue placed green, and that is it. Normally, because it was supposed to be just 3 colors meeting each other. So anyone that you win, you will definitely recover your profits, money, capital, everything. So it now happened to be that the trade now fell on top of blue, and we had 2 blue placed at the same time. So which means since blue won, is going to be a massive win, and that was why there was no how 2 games, just 2 games on winning color would have given me that amount. It was because we had blue bet twice, and that was it, and the game won on blue. I didn't mean it won on green. We wouldn't have much. We'll still have maybe 2,000 plus, 2,000 something. We won't actually get to 3,000. But the reason why it was massive was because we won on blue. You understand? And that was it. And we got the we got the we got more profit, guys. So I told you, winning color is just the best, guys. Once you know how to manipulate the system, know some certain things about the system, so you can see where you can see how I manipulated the system. But some people might just be thinking there's something so special. No, it is for you to study the system, understand the system, study the system. That when it happens like this, they always take a turn. When it happens like this, they always take a turn. When it happens like this, it repeats itself. Things like that, all those small things. Sometimes they'll just change the frequencies. Why do frequencies change? Why do frequencies repeat itself? These are the things you should be asking yourself. Why do when any why does it that when anytime a game play out, frequencies remain the way they are? Sometimes when they play out, they changes. This is when the system is playing a fast one on you. So you need to be very, very smart to be able to calculate, to understand where the system is actually taking you to. Why did the system, after the draw, after the games or the ball played out, why did the system didn't change? Okay, yes, or why did it change? What happened? What next? That's where your calculation needs to be very fast. That's where your calculation needs to be going to moving to, you understand, back and front, back and front, back and front, so that the moment you sight a clear signal, you strike. And that was what I did. You guys can see it, everything was very clear, and I strike and I won. So that is just it, guys. So I don't want this video to be too lengthy, so let me stop this video here, guys. If this is your first time of watching my video, do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so that when I drop a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. And don't forget to hit the link to my Telegram channel for free signals and fresh updates. Peace and love be with you guys.